Hi everybody, it's Desiree and I am back with part 2 of my Documented December. I'm just going to do a quick recap. For those of you who are just now joining me, I'm going to go ahead and put a link for you to see part 1, I think up in the corner, in case you want to see that first before you dive into this one, because I'm not going to show you what I've already kind of showed in the first video. But one thing as a little bit of a recap, I did use 6x8 Simple Stories, the albums that you get. I ended up using the chipboard dividers, and I feel like you can get 2 albums in one, which is a really good deal, especially if you use that 40% off coupon to buy them. I'm using Elle Studio's Good Cheer 2014 Christmas collection that I bought on craftystills.com. And so let's go ahead and get started to where I left off. So there was 2 trees in my house, and this is going into my second one. Oops, let's kind of have it. Oh, I see why it's like that. So what I did was I used pattern paper from that collection, and then I used an old product. You remember I used an old product for my cover? Well, I brought out, anybody remember these? Deluxe laser cuts, die cuts. Well, this one was the ribbon tree, and here it is right here. It was just basically this dark green, and so what I did was I backed it up with the Christmas tree pattern paper. It did come with sequins, so I went and added or put on the glued on the red and gold. I did have a silver one here for the star, but unfortunately that one came off, so I don't know how long they're gonna stay on here. But anyways, moving along. So basically it's my kids trimming the tree that is in the family room, and it just says the best time of the year. This was just a little cut apart. I also used, again, I love using really old product and kind of bring them back to life, you know. This is, I started in 2001 scrapbooking. This is from 1997, and I didn't realize that I had products even before I started. But it was the Miss Grossman's stickers, and because it was trimming the tree, I definitely wanted some type of ribbon and also something to anchor my title. Next I used, you know, again, it's all the products, or all the paper products are from that collection, Elle Studio. So here again is the Miss Grossman stickers. This is a picture of my kids before I took them to school. Oh, there's that silver sequence. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, I'll put that right there to save it. So basically, I took a picture of them before the performance, because unfortunately the performance pictures did not turn out. There was just too many people, and there was nothing I could do to try to fix those photos. I am going to have some type of title here that's going to say school performance. But yeah, it was just, she had to dress up in pajamas, and everybody had to be wearing, the girls in either a white dress or some white shirt, and the boys in white shirts as well. Okay, you know what I also wanted to mention, I don't think I mentioned it in the first one, the first video. You know when you're putting paper over chipboard, and even though you cut it right, sometimes it just doesn't line up because, you know, you're trying to adhere it. Basically what I did for if it was hanging over the edge, instead of using my scissors, because it never looks right once I try to cut it, I just used my de-stress tool and just kind of went out along the edges. So this one I labeled Love because I wanted to put performance or one, you know, action, but I just didn't have enough room, so I just wrote the word Love. Okay, so this is, I live here in San Diego, so we do not get snow, and we are lucky if we even get rain. It's just a very dry climate. So we took the kids at Bates Nut Farm. It's pretty big and famous here, and it's their little Winter Wonderland Festival. And, you know, we took some pictures of, you know, them being, you know, gingerbread man and gingerbread girl. This is our Polar Express train. Again, we live in San Diego, so this is what we have. And then the kids made gingerbread houses. And I knew because I was putting 3 photos onto this layout that I wasn't going to have a whole lot of room to journal. So all I did was I have these strips from Elle Studio that I just kind of cut up And it just that was happiness is, and it's just funny pictures, riding the Polar Express, and gingerbread houses, because for kids that is their happiness. It's all about fun. So that is what I labeled on this tab, and it is what they had set up for their Santa. And I've never seen a background like this. We normally always go to the mall and get the kids' photos done, and I'm really bummed. This is the best picture I got of the two. So funny. I somehow need to have like hidden journaling of this little story, because my son talked the whole time, which didn't give a chance for my daughter to speak. And at this point she's bored, and you know, she's picking whatever lint or something off his gloves. And yeah, so this was the best photo I got, but you know, it has a funny story to it, so I'm okay with that. Then I grabbed a 3x4 card from the Elle Studio, and what I did was I just wanted where it said Merry Christmas, because it was coming to the end of the book. I popped that up on 3D foam. I used Lawn Fawn die cut, the rectangle one. It has a bunch of sizes, and it's that faux stitching. And then I also put Love This So Much. And I don't think I explained it to you, but I had just the, you know, the branding strip, so I didn't have enough paper to take care of both sides. So what I did was I just covered it up, so you know, where it comes to an end right here, and then I just used a branding strip. And then again, this sheet was a lot shorter, but they line up, as you can see, just like that. This came up to be right here, and so what I did was I used 3 branding strips of what I had, and then just a strip of this paper. And this was the music note paper that is in their collection, just to add my title. And that's it, guys. This is my book. This is the first one I've ever done. I'm really excited that I did it and that I completed it. I hope I inspired you, gave you some ideas. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend with your loved ones, family, friends, and you all have a great weekend. Bye.